went to the Colts, shut it down, right? And I'm watching, I get my football Sundays on. I'm watching, I'm seeing dudes with custom Caitlin Clark cleats on. I'm like, what did those come out? Are those out? What is this? Caitlin Clark shutting it down, man. She has the sports world on smash, and this is just her PE. Imagine when the official CC22s come out. Let's take a look at Caitlin Clark shutting it.
Caitlin Clark's footwear influence has extended well beyond women's basketball, showing up on football fields and in NBA arenas alike. Her player-exclusive Nike Kobe colorways have become some of the most sought-after basketball shoes on the market, and that popularity is now spilling into other sports.
Down at the Colts game. At the Colts, she looked like she won a Super Bowl ring for him, y'all. That's what it looked like. Let's take a look at this, man. The GOAT, look, she got everybody get field passes. You think KK could have got to the field without Caitlin Clark? Hey, no disrespect. I rock with KK. Michaela Timpson would not have got field access if it wasn't for Caitlin Clark. You see Ari McDonald on the field.
The trend became especially visible when Clark attended an Indianapolis Colts game and was welcomed with the kind of reception typically reserved for championship athletes, drawing comparisons to how the city once celebrated Peyton Manning. Fellow 1BA players joined her at the stadium, including several from the Fever roster, and the group was given field access before the game, something not everyone realized was tied to her presence.
If it wasn't for Caitlin Clark. You see Ari McDonald on the field. Everybody get on the field. When you rolling with Cece, you get red carpet treatment. You get red carpet treatment. Everybody on the field. They damn near let them play in the game, y'all. We even got Natasha Howard down there, and y'all know we wasn't rocking with Natasha Howard this year. Come on, man. Operation Shut Down. This is the GOAT.
Around the same time, footage from NFL games showed players wearing cleats built around Clark's sneaker designs. New England Patriots receiver Stephon Diggs was spotted in custom cleats based on the design of Caitlin Clark's Kobe 5 player-exclusive shoe, a notable crossover given that basketball-inspired football cleats are unusual to begin with.
This is the GOAT. GOAT treatment everywhere. Red carpet treatment everywhere. She got treated like Peyton Manning after he won the bowl for the Colts, y'all. It looked like Larry Bird walked in the building. That's the love, man. I'm telling you. Everybody gets access now. Everybody gets to go down to the field. This is what we talking about, man. All right, now, the Caitlin Clark sneakers that are all over the NBA through preseason.
On the basketball side, the numbers back up the hype. Around 60 NBA players wore Clark's Kobe 5 or Kobe 6 colorways during the 2025-26 season, according to footwear tracker Kickstats, with the shoes appearing on court across every position in the league. The Kobe 6 Protro Caitlin Clark colorway ranked as the most worn shoe by total minutes played every month from December onward, and it held the top spot league-wide for 4 separate months. Her Kobe 5 Protro Indiana Fever colorway also ranked among the season's most worn shoes, finishing 4th overall with roughly 7,780 minutes of court time.
That are all over the NBA through preseason and all in the NFL games. These are the sneakers we're referring to. Obviously, they was damn near impossible to get your hands on. It was damn near impossible to get your hands on these sneakers. All right. What do we have here? What do we have, y'all? Come on, man. Jose Alvarado of the New Orleans Pelicans in the CCs. Can you imagine? I ain't seen no NBA players in no Angel Reese's. I ain't seen that yet.
The demand has driven resale prices well above retail. The Kobe 6 Caitlin Clark colorway, released in November 2025 for $190, but has carried an average resale price near $375, while the Kobe 5 Indiana Fever colorway, which also launched at $190, has resold for closer to $435. Both pairs sold out quickly after release.
I ain't seen no NBA players in no Angel Reese's. I ain't seen that yet. I'm just saying, hey, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. You don't tell me nothing. I'm going to tell you something. Jose Alvarado rocking the CCs. Who up? Everybody on the Pelicans damn near rocking the CCs, man. Look at this. Look at this. Everybody rocking the CCs, the hardest sneakers in the game. When Nike releases her shoes, which her shoes should have been out her rookie year. Her shoe.
Clark does not yet have a true signature shoe of her own. The Kobe releases are player-exclusive colorways of Kobe Bryant's retro line, which she has said she wears out of respect for Bryant's legacy and his family's continued involvement with the brand. Even without an official signature model, the player-exclusive pairs have consistently outperformed shoes worn by many of her peers, both in professional women's basketball and among NBA players who have chosen to wear them by choice rather than sponsorship obligation. Whether that momentum carries into other sports the way it has with NFL cleats remains to be seen, but the early signs suggest her sneaker influence is not slowing down.
Her rookie year. Her shoes should have been in stores rookie year. Listen, Caitlin Clark is going to have the highest selling sneakers since Michael Jordan. You can book it. You can book it. She going to sell more than LeBron, damn near more than Kobe. Nobody's going to be selling more sneakers except for Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the GOAT. Two GOATs. Come on, man. You see everybody rocking the sneakers. Everybody rocking the sneakers. Here it says, Jose.
A post circulating online shows someone putting in extra work at the gym, and nobody is denying the reason behind it. The circumstances of the recent loss are well understood by everyone, including the player herself. According to an account shared online, she reportedly stayed in the arena late into the night shooting, with only her security detail present, and word was that no one could leave until she was finished. The message behind it was clear. She knows what happened, and so does everyone watching, including the team she'll face again if a playoff rematch happens.
Everybody rocking the sneakers. Here it says, Jose Alvarado, Jalen McDaniels, and Herbert Jones wore the Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever Kobe 5 Protos at Pelicans Media Day. And there's more players wearing them in preseason games right now. Right now, it's more players wearing them. Then what else happened? What else went down? Come on, man. Come on, look at this. Jose, like look at the sneaks, man. Come on, those so clean, so crispy. The hardest shoes out.
This kind of response is exactly what fans and analysts want to see from a player in this situation. It draws comparison to a well-known Wilson equipment ad featuring her alone in an empty gym, shooting in silence, with a voiceover about staying behind after tough losses. That commercial reflects a similar idea, that at its core, basketball comes down to a person and a ball, just like it did in childhood. That mindset is viewed as healthy because it allows a player to move forward. There's an understanding that she recognizes the loss for what it was, a simple fact of competition. Even the top MVP caliber players have had games where they were the reason their team came up short in the regular season.
After bad games, nothing's changed. There's a bit of a difference here. There's a bit of a difference where if you've seen the Wilson commercial, it's her shooting in a gym by herself, nothing else around. And she's talking about like, basically, at the end of the day, it's the same as when you were a kid. It's just you and a basketball. It's just you and a basketball. And that's what you want to see. Because realistically, that's how you can move on. Because Caitlin knows she lost that game. Like, it is what it is. Like,
there's a distinction worth noting from her rookie year, when a teammate was on the floor rebounding for her during workouts rather than her training.
Like, it is what it is. Like, it happens. Every single MVP level player has lost has been the reason why they've lost a regular season game. And people say she did it her rookie season too. No. In her rookie season, she had Connor McCaffrey out. She had Connor McCaffrey out there rebounding and she was working on her shot. If you're a basketball player, you don't go by yourself to work out. If you're working out or doing a shooting workout,
no number of practice reps changes what already happened on the court. She's a strong free throw shooter, likely converting around 95% in practice, but that statistic has no bearing on what occurs in a live, pressure-filled moment. The same goes for three-point attempts. Repetition alone doesn't undo a single decision made in real time, like a particular late-game pass.
Out or doing a shooting workout, you're not there by yourself. if you are on the floor by yourself shooting, you're doing that to clear your head. You're doing that to clear your head, to remember why you're here, to remember how you got to that position, and to not get over those games, because that's the way you want to be. Because you can shoot.
It wasn't framed as choking. Rather, she missed 2 open three-point attempts and 2 free throws in the final stretch, with roughly 90 seconds left, shots that would have tightened the score from a 5-point gap to just 2. Both attempts were contested, off the dribble, long-range shots, difficult under any circumstance.
Caitlin Clark can shoot 1,000 free throws. She probably shoots 95% from free throws in practice. Shooting 1,000 free throws is not going to make or make them at the end of the game. Shooting 1,000 three-point shots is not going to make or make them. No amount of workouts are going to change the bad decision that she made. To pass that ball to KK.
Ultimately, this type of response, showing up alone to get shots up, isn't really about mechanical repetition improving performance. It's described as a mental reset. Coaches with experience at competitive levels often note that when players start treating extra gym time as self-punishment after a poor outing, it tends to backfire. Working out alone, dribbling, shooting by yourself past a certain point in a career is typically less about skill building and more about clearing the mind and preparing emotionally for what comes next, especially with another game looming just days later, this time against the Chicago Sky.
Okay. At the end of the day, it's not it says she missed 2 wide open threes, now missed 2 free throws. I mean, she missed 2 threes with a minute and a half to go in the game to make it a 2-point game instead of a 5-point game. Like, they're very different circumstances, and they were both deep threes on the move. But at the end of the day,
the broader context noted that dropping close games against playoff caliber opponents isn't ideal, but it's also not entirely discouraging, considering the team nearly upset 2 of the league's top seeds despite rough overall performances. A win in either of those contests could have shifted seeding significantly, and while a top 3 playoff position now looks unlikely, the underlying competitiveness in both losses was seen as a positive sign.
But at the end of the day, this is what you want to see, because there's no practice when it comes to Caitlin Clark that's going to affect anything she does on the floor. There's no amount of going out there and taking 1,000 free throws and I'm going to shoot, I'm going to work on this. Because at the end of the day, like, that's, for me, that feels like, when I've seen players do that, I've coached at a decent level.
Another player, Sydney Taylor, was brought up as a good example of resilience, missing her first few attempts at a potential game-winning shot before ultimately hitting one to beat the Aces, but continuing to take those shots despite the earlier misses. That willingness to keep shooting through failure is exactly the mentality valued in high-level competitors.
At a decent level. I've coached at a decent level. Like, when you see players almost attempt to punish themselves for bad performances, it doesn't end well. And staying in a gym by yourself, dribbling a basketball, getting shots up is, if nothing else, for almost every basketball player I know, when you're going to a gym by yourself to get shots up or going out in your backyard.
Letting a tough loss affect confidence or hesitancy going forward is viewed as a sign of mental fragility, and there's little doubt she has withstood far greater pressure throughout her career already. This moment is nowhere near the lowest point of her career, and she has recovered from far rockier performances before. Had even one of those late shots gone in, the entire narrative around the game would have flipped in her favor.
For almost every basketball player I know, when you're going to a gym by yourself to get shots up or going out in your backyard to get shots up past a certain age, you're doing it as much as anything to clear your head, to forget about things, and just kind of get yourself ready for the next game, because as badly as what Caitlin Clark did yesterday it's the WNBA. You have to go.
The expectation is that she'll respond strongly in the next matchup against Chicago. It was acknowledged as a difficult finish, a rough final 5 seconds of regulation followed by a shaky end to overtime, but ultimately just part of the game. Fans reacting emotionally to results is normal and not something to be overly critical of. That's simply how sports fandom works. The ideal mentality for a player, especially one performing at an MVP level, is to have a short memory, not to erase tough performances entirely, but to avoid letting them carry over negatively into future games.